Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you found me. If the title has drawn you in, then this reading is likely for you. I do set the intention that these readings are timeless and that they find whoever they are meant to find whenever they are meant to find them. And again, trust your intuition, use your discernment. If this message does not feel like it's for you, then that's okay. Maybe another one will resonate with you. So today's reading does have a specific message that wants to come through, and I am actually expanding this from a short that I did, and it is around preparedness, transformation. And what I strongly felt drawn to do for you all was to get into how do we expand our abundance. So what I am going to do is I'm going to use a couple of decks that I have. I have one that is called the Success Oracles, and these are actually famous people who have built success, and we are going to learn from them on what their secrets have been. I also have an entrepreneurial deck, and we're going to use that as well. So if that sounds awesome to you, this reading is also for me because, you know, we all want to learn how to expand our horizons and learn how to make more money and to trust the advice of the people who came before us because they have done it in such a manner that has led to success, right? So the first card that we got here was Evolution. This is Empowerment, Transformation, Protected, Preparedness. So Spirit wants to let you know that you have evolved, okay? The evolution is complete. We are now in this new phase, and we may be a little unclear as to how to take that next step and to become that next version of ourselves, okay? So the message that came through for this around preparedness, particularly, was that some of you may not feel prepared for this, okay? And that's okay, but Spirit wants to let you know that you have prepared lifetimes for this. So there is nothing new that you need to learn other than whatever this new journey involves, okay? And you have everything that you need already, so you're just being asked to take that first step towards whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish or that you desire. Then we have the number 888, which to me is abundance, right? It says, just around the corner, go forward, transformation, abundance, luck. One stage of your life is coming to an end. This is a sign to give you a warning so that you can prepare. This numerical sequence also means that you are in a stage of ending an emotional or career fluctuation or relationship. In addition, it also refers to the wheat has ripened. In other words, don't delay in taking action or enjoying the fruits of your hard work. So, have any of you started to see the fruits of your labor? You know, maybe you have planted particular seeds and you have already started to see growth. You've already started to see things evolving, right? Transforming right in front of your very eyes. Maybe you're getting more clients if you're an entrepreneur. Maybe you're selling things that you are producing. Maybe you just have this strong energy that's coming through that's nudging you to create something beautiful, something that will serve humanity. So whatever it is that you are in the midst of building at this time, Spirit wants you to keep going with that. It means something, even if others around you might tell you that it doesn't. Like, why are you doing that when you could be doing this other thing that makes more money? What I'm very strongly picking up here as advice for you all is to put in earplugs to the naysayers. Literally, like, imagine yourself doing that, right? Your inner self is guiding you towards something magnificent here, and it will be fruitful and abundant. And if somebody is trying to keep you or prevent you from moving forward and doing that, that's where we're going to put those earplugs in and say, I got my own plans. I'm going to go my own way. I don't need someone in the other ear saying, don't do this, it's not good for you, or, it's not going to be fruitful. That's mostly what I'm hearing, is these people that are coming forward and trying to convince you not to do something is because they themselves have never done it, and they can't understand how you are doing it or how you are going to do it. So Spirit just wants you to understand that you've got your own internal guidance system, and that you are trusting that at this time and moving forward passionately in whatever this project is, okay? This could be a new relationship. This could be a new job. This could be a new company that you've created. This could be new art that you're creating, new music that you're making. Whatever this is that's personal to you, and you all will know what it is, keep going with it. Spirit's wanting you to do this for a reason, and you are going to get opposition along the way, but your job throughout this process is to stay focused on what you're evolving into, this new version of yourself. And even though this right here is showing a lady wearing white with a crown and having this green sort of light around her shining, I'm almost seeing someone unzip an old version of themselves and toss it away, right? We're all just wearing meat suits anyway, so it's literally feeling like you're unzipping some old version of yourself and removing it, and this brand new you is emerging out from under it. So let's jump into the entrepreneur deck, and we will see what we can get in addition to this message. All right, so I want you to all be aware that I am here for your success. I wish you all well, and I wish you all success in your endeavors, okay? If there's anybody along the way that comes up to you and doesn't wish that for you, those are the naysayers in your life. Those are the ones that we need to let go of, because they're not trying to help us on our journey, they're trying to hinder us on our journey. And you will come across opposition. Okay, so the first one that we got was advertise. Get the word out about your business in a strategic way. Experiment with paid advertising to attract real buyers and build your list. So build your list is your client list. So this is for entrepreneurs mostly, this reading, okay? However, you can fit this to apply to different situations, but I am specifically here to help you succeed in whatever way needs to be done. So advertising is the number one piece of advice from Spirit. How are you getting your name out there? Are you putting your listings on social media platforms? Are you advertising in Google? Are you handing out flyers? Are you doing mailers? Are you showing up at events? How does the community know who you are? So your first piece of advice is to get your name out there in whatever way that you can, okay? Let's see what else we have here. Thank you. We have step up. Don't be the best kept secret in your niche. Boost your visibility. Step out of the shadows and into the spotlight to attract your ideal clients. I am going to say this. Some of us have been afraid to do this step. It's like imposter syndrome. That's what's coming up for me with that. It feels like some of us have been doing this great thing behind the scenes in the shadows, right? Like in hermit mode. And yet, when it's time to show somebody something that we've been working on, which we feel is amazing, but we have this fear of rejection, of, somebody not liking what it is we're creating. Here's the thing. It's not meant for everyone, and not everyone is going to like it. So you are going to show it to, let's just say 100 people, 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people. There's going to be a chunk of them that just don't like your work. And that's okay, because again, that's not who we're creating for, and that's what we have to understand deep down inside. All right, let's keep going. We have analyze. Research your market and analyze your competition. Decide how you're going to make better offers and provide more value than anyone else. All right. So providing more value than anyone else. Let's just say that you're not the only one doing the thing you're doing. How do you personally provide more value for the thing that you're offering? If it is a service, right? You could show up in a strip mall, put a store there, a storefront, offer something that cost this much money, and then person next door moves in and offers something for $5 less, and now people are going to go to them because it's cheaper. What is it about your offering that is giving the customer, the client, more value for their money? How can you advertise for yourself that your service is better in some way? Do you offer a free something along with it? Do you offer, even though it's cheaper, maybe a longer session? Maybe it's, I'm getting like a club membership type of thing, right? You sign up for my membership and you get 2 free sessions in X amount of time. Whatever the thing is that you offer, understand that you are always going to have competition, and your job is to analyze that and to explain to the customer, the client, how your product or your offering gives them more value than someone else that's doing a similar thing. I'm not going to say the exact same thing because we all carry our own energy and our own frequency. So your thing is not going to be exactly like someone else's. Okay, what else do we have? I just saw 1818. We have balance. Manifest amazing business results by staying in balance. Work hard, but take breaks to get back into ease and flow. Feel the joy as you work. All right, so a couple things came to me on this one. First of all, we're not going to ignore social media being at the bottom. We're going to talk about that. Let's talk about our circadian rhythm. If you don't know what that is, look it up because it's very important. It basically says that we have a rhythm that our body tends to want to follow. And it says we can work for 40 minutes and take 20 minutes off. Work for 40 minutes, take 20 minutes off. And I don't know if those are the exact numbers, but like I said, look that up. Because our body has a natural ebb and flow. And having balance is very important. So you do need to take the time for rest. If you are burning both ends of the candle and just go, life is not meant to work and operate that way. And if you feel like you are struggling uphill, then maybe the thing you're doing isn't meant for you, because things should not feel like a struggle. Things should feel easy. And it also says, feel the joy as you work. If the thing you're working on does not bring you joy, is it worth it? Is it something you want to continue pursuing? Because why are we doing it if we don't feel joy? All right, and then at the bottom here we had social media. So it says, connect. Use social media efficiently to connect with your audience. Be specific about what outcome that you desire from your efforts and focus your actions there. So some of us create things and then don't know what to do with them. So what you need to imagine for yourself in the background is, what is it you're trying to create? Why? Who is it geared towards? What outcome are you trying to get from it? And focus on that. And again, you could even do your advertising towards that, right? I could advertise on social media. Tell me what it is that your ideal client looks like. Tell me what it is that your time frame looks like. I know that sounds weird, but like how fast to complete something, right? Or how fast to do a service. There's a lot of things that you can put in your advertising to gear towards whatever it is you're looking to have come back. So if you are a massage therapist, put in your advertising what it is that you are offering to your client. Are you offering them a massage just like any other massage therapist? Or are you offering them relaxation, pain relief, stress relief. There's a lot of things that you can put in your advertising that are going to tell the client what it is that you offer them without having to use very many words or explaining yourself. We also have innovate. So, is your business too generic? Highlight what you can give to your clients that no one else can. Frame your offers in a completely new way. So again, that's exactly like what I was saying with the advertising. You're not just saying, I'm a massage therapist. I can offer you a 60-minute massage, a 90-minute massage. That's it. That's like every generic massage therapy storefront, right? Tell them what you're going to give them in the process of this massage. I am going to offer you pain relief. I'm going to offer you stress relief. Comfort. Human interaction. Maybe some of you, that's all you're giving them. They don't care about the massage. They want that human interaction. So think about when you are putting your logo in place, your storefront in place, your advertising. How are you different? How can you set yourself apart from someone else? I'm going to tell you an example of this because I just went through this not too long ago where I was just starting my business and I was approached by someone who does signage, business cards, things of that nature, brochures, etc. And the person said to me, oh, we have a graphic designer on hand and they know exactly what to put in there to attract whatever type of clients that you want. And I said, all right, well, that sounds good, but I'm an artist. I would also appreciate putting my own art in there because that's almost like a subliminal form of advertising your own other thing that you're doing, right? This person didn't understand what I was trying to convey and kind of looked at me like I was dumb, potentially. They're like, why would you do that when we have someone on hand that will do it for you? Think about that for a second. Why would you give something that you can do yourself to someone else when you can do it yourself? Not only that, but it's more personal to you. You're being innovative. This person wanted to put you in a box, put me in a box, and make you like everybody else that they spit out these brochures and business cards for, right? I came forward and said, look, I have a different idea. I want to do it this way. Do you think I went into business with that individual? I did not. In fact, I did what I said I was going to do. I created business cards with my art on it. I created business cards that I thought would have messages and information that would attract particular types of clients. So sometimes you'll be approached by these other individuals. Again, I call these the naysayers who do not understand your vision. And they're going to try to dissuade you from doing something that you want to do the way you want to do it. You have your inner vision. It's like you have your marching orders, go forth. Trust whatever is coming from inside of you at this time because it's trying to build and create something beautiful. And you might get other people that just don't understand that vision. And that's okay. It's not for them. Remember that. Remember that you have a particular audience, and the people that are meant to find you will absolutely find you. All right, we have flow again. So we definitely had flow down here with balance. Now we have flow again. Get more done by entering the flow state. Ooh, I'm glad it says this. Completely and joyfully focus on what you're working on without multitasking. Okay, let's talk about flow state because it is very important. What is flow state? Flow state is when we get so into something that no other thoughts can impede us in that moment, okay? On my other channel, I do a lot of art therapy, and one of the things that I mention is, in the very beginning, to Be in the here and now, because this is the most important moment, right? Nothing else matters, like Metallica says. So you're focusing on the here and now, nothing else matters. And as you're creating whatever it is that you're creating, you are in that flow state. And your brain is just so hyper focused on the thing that you're doing right now that it can't even start to think about other things. Okay? Flow state is very important for creators, because once you get into that, it's very hard to break out of that. And I am going to say that there's going to be times where you do have to break out of that, and that's totally fine, because we have our lives, right? We have to live our lives. Maybe you get into a flow state, it's super awesome, it's great, but then you have to go do an errand, or go to your job, or go to school, or whatever the other situation is. Go eat, right? We have to eat sometimes. Go to sleep. So getting into this flow state is where magic is created. I'm just going to tell you that right now, okay? Magic is created while you are in your flow state. So there's going to be interruptions. There's going to be people that are going to try to tell you to not do the thing you're doing, but find that flow state within you. I'm telling you, it is magical. All right, let's get to the last one here, and then we'll jump to the other deck. We have align. Stay in alignment with your core values and your vision for the lifestyle that you want to create with your business. So, stay in alignment with your core values and your vision. So, what lifestyle are you trying to create with this business? Do you want to go on vacations? Do you want to have more than enough so that you can eat every meal and not have to skip any? Or, worry about paying your bills? Whatever the lifestyle is, align with that. Core values. What are your core values? Those are like your, I'm trying to think, morals. I call them morals, right? So if your core values indicate that you are never going to serve this type of client, or you're never going to change this about yourself. Some people might come up to you, these clients, right? And they might try to make you do something that you don't want to do. That would be your core value. You're going to say right off the top, listen, sir, ma'am, creature, I don't do that here. Maybe they want a cheaper price. And you're going to be like, no, I know my worth. This is part of my core value. I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to charge this much, right? This is what it is. Now, your vision is what you... I'm trying to think of how to... we all know what our vision is, right? Envision your future. Envision the type of lifestyle that you want to create with this business. And that's like, what do you see for yourself? Okay, we talked about this unzipping of this future version of yourself. How does that person live? What type of lifestyle do they live? And then from that, you are going to align with that. And I actually just had a meditation exercise that I did yesterday that very much relates to this reading. So I am going to get that for you all right now. Okay. So it says, close your eyes and see your future self celebrating your intentions coming to fruition. Work back and see how you got there. Now you know what you've got to do. I also looked up the page number that I found this on, which was 301. I saw a snake. I looked up the angel number 301. It says, adapt to situations. Angels are helping and assisting you in every step that you take towards your life journey and soul mission. They urge you to take an optimistic outlook and positive viewpoint. It will empower you from within your heart and soul to ignite the fire from within. So I'm actually going to put this in the comments or somewhere in the description so that you can reference it. But I feel that that is a very helpful tool to set your intentions on what it is that you're trying to achieve, and then it says to work backwards from that. Like, imagine you've already achieved the thing you're trying to achieve. Now you can work backwards from there and you see exactly how to get there. I do recommend having a pen and paper nearby to journal about whatever it is that you're seeing, because a lot might come up, and I had to actually go write a lot of it down because it was a lot. You might see images, you might hear words, there might be whatever else that comes up for you. So write it all down and try to come back and do exactly this. It's like a puzzle. You now have to take all of what you just saw, envisioned, and put it together now like a puzzle and try to work backwards and figure out how you got there. From the very first thing that I saw was 2 champagne glasses going clink. And so again, that's the success. That's like, yep, we made it here. Clink. Now work backwards from there. How did you get from where you are now to that champagne glass clink? And it's weird because I don't even drink champagne, but it signifies the success, right? We're celebrating something. So yeah, that's where we went with it. Okay, so let's get into the success oracle. And again, these are entrepreneurs, famous ones that we should all know, that have already done this. And we're going to see what advice that they have. So the things that are in this deck, it says how to make money, how to keep hold of it, and how to give it meaning. So we will take a look and see who wants to come out for that and what they have to say. All right, Spirit. Let's get some success oracles for the collective, please. Okay, that's too many. Who has advice for the collective at this time? I keep getting too many, which is great, because that's telling me that there's a lot of advice out there that you can take from multiple sources that just want to help you. Okay, this first one is Warren Buffett. So, stability is worth holding on to. Watch the paint dry so long as you've invested in it, and be flashy only in philanthropy. Okay, I'm going to get one more, and I'll read more about Warren Buffett as well. Give me one more, please. Okay, that one flew off the table. All right, we got Jane Fonda. If your influence has legs, keep them moving. A mugshot is a free headshot, and a name that looks good in lights looks better on a petition. Interesting. All right. So, let's take a look at what these individuals have to say. We're going to go find them and read a little more on them. And if you all like this kind of reading, let me know, because I could do more of them. I did do an entrepreneur reading some time back. But if you all enjoy this type of content, let me know. So with Warren Buffett, he was born in the United States in 1930. It says, with money earned, proverbially, delivering newspapers, Warren Buffett bought his first shares at age 11. Advocate of the long view, buying safe stocks and holding. He practices his preaching as CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, an Omaha-based conglomerate of stable industries, including paint, batteries, and fast food ice cream. Said to have a calculator-shaped brain and infinite patience. Buffett is a coupon-clipping billionaire. Though rarely spending over $3 on breakfast, he splurges on bettering society. one of the world's most progressive and generous philanthropists, he's pledged 99% of his wealth to good causes. Wow. So that's literally like saying that he doesn't have to be flashy with his money. He doesn't have to spend money to, show that he's rich, but he also gives back the majority of what he makes. So that's beautiful in itself, right? Let's go over to Jane Fonda. She was born in 1937 in the United States. 1960s Hollywood bombshell actor and model Jane Fonda pivoted towards films of social consequence in the 70s, with her off-screen roles varying just as much. This diverse anti-Vietnam War activist was also a beloved 80s fitness and hair icon, leg warmers and all. Fonda's workout video, reportedly the best-selling VHS of all time, made a multi-million-dollar fortune, which Fonda says funded more activism. Today, her 1970s mugshots sell as merch, and Fonda continues exercising her right to free speech as spokesperson and celebrity fundraiser for numerous causes, including gender equality in media, alongside friend Gloria Steinem. Wow, that is a beautiful thing. Both involved in socially acceptable things, or making things socially acceptable. It's like they're activists for people, right? We have activists against war, which I don't know if any of you know anything deeper with Jane Fonda, but there were a lot of people who were in Vietnam War who believed a lot of really terrible things about her. So if you want to learn more about Jane Fonda, do some research on that. But I totally remember her 80s workout videos. And yes, there were spandex and leggings and headbands and all the fun stuff. So that built her legacy. That's what built her wealth. And now she's still making movies. She's still doing shows and stuff like that. And, she's still going. She's still going strong. So I think the message here is it's good to start with nothing or very little and have some beautiful idea and run with it. And again, both of these individuals work for humanity. They're doing their service towards humanity. They're giving back in a huge way. They're also doing things for themselves, right? If he doesn't want to pay any more than $3 for breakfast, it's because he wants to save it all to give back to humanity. And that's just like insanity, right? So if any of you are looking to jump into something, you have some, marching orders, some starting places to go forth. And you have great examples here of people who started with very little, right? $11 and a paper route, and making some workout videos in spandex and leggings. And it was the highest selling VHS. And with that, you can move forward and do things in a beautiful manner. And again, whichever way that your insides light up, your intuition already knows the path forward. You have prepared many lifetimes for this journey, and you now have everything that you need to keep going. So again, as I said before, I wish you all success in your endeavors. I truly do. I want to see you all succeed. And if there are anybody that come along in your life that don't want to see you succeed, have the self-value to acknowledge that and to leave those people behind and say, I'm going to show you different, right? All right, everybody, that is your message for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. Make sure you fill your own cup up with love before you fill someone else's. Go within so you never go without, and keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. Thank you again for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.